Hello YouTube, today I come at you with a review for the DC Multiverse Batman Reborn, well, Batman. I picked this guy up today at Walmart and he was around $25, so not that expensive, but not that cheap either. And I've been looking for this specific Batman for a good minute now. I saw some promotional imagery of him a while back and thought he looked great, and he does look great in person. I don't really have any problems on my copy whatsoever, aside from a couple of minor scratches of paint that he took coming out of the box, but that's my fault. Speaking of the box, let's take a look at it. He comes in this nice big window box with a stand in it and a card that I'm not taking out because I just don't really want to rip them out, because I plan on keeping the box, so I'd rather keep all this stuff inside. The side of it has a QR code for an app, so if you want to scan that, you can. And the back of the box is a nice picture of Batman and Robin there, with some legal stuff down here for advertising an app. And the side, again, is just the Batman Reborn logo, and that looks good. He was very easy to get out of the box, and there wasn't too much hassle, so it's fine. Okay, almost dropped my phone. Now, accessory inclusion is pretty limited, but not bad. He comes with two of each hand, so on him you can see he has a hand with a knuckle duster on it, and a gripping hand, or well, a style pose hand more than anything, like he's about ready to grab something. So he comes with two of these, so there's no real reason to show the other two, but I will anyways. So he comes with a right side and a left side for each hand. So, right hand knuckle duster, left hand gripping hand. Or, I don't even know what it is, but it looks like it's to hold something big. I'm not sure. And then he has two normal gripping hands that can hold something, but I'm not sure what they would hold. I'm not sure what they're for. So these both have a hole through the hand, so, you know, he can actually hold something that would fit in there. I'm not sure what, though. But the hands all look good. Now, in terms of aesthetics for Bruce Wayne here, I have no real issues on my copy. He looks fantastic, aesthetically speaking. There is a minor paint scratch on his right thigh on the side of it out here, but it's not that bad and not that noticeable either. But that was me taking him out of the box that caused the paint scratch. Now, aesthetically, he looks fantastic. The belt, the logo on his chest, his tidy whities, his boots, his mask, his eyes, he looks great. A really nice aesthetic on this Batman. He looks really good. And his cape is... I'm not sure how to feel about the cape. I don't like it that much, the material it's made of. It feels waxy and weird, and it's very paper thin. Not the best thing I've ever handled, but it looks good at least. And the cape does have a bendy wire in the edges, so you can pose it if you want to. You know, change the shape of it. The cape looks fine. Not the worst thing ever, but it doesn't feel good to touch. Now, aesthetically, he's great. I don't have any issues with it. His back is sculpted and painted fine. You know, his butt's in the way of his thighs. God, he is caked up. But the back musculature looks good. The sculpting is nice. Almost all of it looks great. Now, in terms of articulation, I haven't fully checked out all of it yet, but it's pretty good from what I have messed with. So, starting off, his head can rotate, full 360, of course. So, looking from side to side is not a problem. Looking up, though, he can't really look up very much at all. And looking down, also not really. Just a little bit of wiggle room in that head. You're mostly getting rotation out of it. His arms, it's a full 360 rotation all the way around. The arms can go out just a little bit better than horizontal, I'd say. He has a swivel at the shoulder, as well as a butterfly joint that doesn't afford that much range, but is cool. He has a bicep rotation, double jointed elbow, which can go pretty much straight in. And his wrist is on a swivel and a hinge. Or, well, not really a hinge, but the wrist can bend up and down at that peg. It's just very tight on my copy. There we go. So the arms are pretty good. Very expressive, and they have a lot of range to them. His midsection, he has, I think, a dumbbell joint in his upper torso, like in the bottom of his chest, so he can wiggle back and forth a little bit. He can lean side to side just a smidge, not as much as I'd like, but it is there. The upper torso can rotate, but as far as I can tell, the bottom torso can't. But it does give him a decent arcing back and a pretty good ab crunch for the most part. Not perfect, but it looks fine. His ears are very pointy. They keep poking my palm. And the legs, he can kick. I broke his fucking leg. He can kick forward, not super far and not at a good angle either. But he can kick forward just a little bit, and back even less so. That his butt is a soft plastic material, so it's not really getting in the way that much, but it is at the same time. He has a thigh rotation. Not a lot, but I guess enough. A double jointed knee, which goes pretty far in. And I keep breaking his leg. He has an ankle rotation that can go all the way around. His ankles can kick forward very far and backwards very far. Again, rotation. A toe bend, which doesn't go that far but is fine. And an ankle rocker, interestingly enough, so you can tilt his foot inwards or outwards if you need to. So, all in all, he's not that bad. His articulation's good, his sculpt and paint's good. The biggest problem is the neck for me. Not having him be able to look straight up is kind of frustrating. But overall, he's really good. A very nicely done Batman. I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. There are just a couple little problems I have with him, but they're not that big a deal. But still, his neck and his lower midsection not being able to rotate is kind of annoying. But otherwise, he's completely fine. So a 7 out of 10 feels fair to me. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed this video, which I hope you did, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to me if you enjoy the content. And go out and check my other videos if you feel like it. I have a lot. Anyways, I'm out. Peace out, fellas.